Welcome back to Coins X Tales. We're exploring rare Washington quarter dollar coins that have made people rich. Let's find out why you should never overlook these coins. Because who knows, a single coin could change your life. Don't miss this. Top 1. This is the United States of America Washington quarter dollar from 1994 with the Philadelphia Mint mark. The P Mint mark, a coin that millions of people spent without even looking twice while smart collectors quietly searched for something special. At first glance, this quarter looks normal. George Washington's strong portrait faces left, showing the same design Americans had trusted for decades. But collectors know something most people don't. Value is not always about age. Sometimes it's about condition, mistakes, and hidden details. The 1994 P quarter was produced in very large numbers, which makes normal circulated pieces common. But what turns this coin into a collector's target is not the regular strike. It's the rare errors and high-grade survivors that escaped everyday use. Some of these quarters were struck with off-center errors, where part of the design shifts away from the center, creating a dramatic and collectible look. Others show double die characteristics, where letters or numbers appear slightly doubled, especially in the word Liberty or the date. Another exciting error collectors hunt for is broad strike errors, where the coin spreads wider than normal because the collar was missing during striking. These coins instantly stand out and can multiply value fast. Then comes one of the most important factors, condition. Finding a 1994 P quarter in extremely high mint state is far harder than people think. Most were heavily used in circulation. Coins with sharp details, original shine, and nowhere become very desirable, especially when graded by professional services. For collectors, this quarter represents the final years before the massive design changes of the late 1990s. It carries the classic Washington style, a piece of American history just before a new era began. That's why many coin lovers today are going back and checking these older quarters again, because sometimes value doesn't scream. It whispers. And the person who listens carefully is the one who finds treasured. So if you have a 1994 Washington quarter with a P Mint mark, don't rush to spend it. Look closely. Check the edges. Study the letters. Feel the weight of history resting in your hand. Because the smallest details can turn an ordinary coin into something collectors truly admire. Now let's talk honestly about value. In normal circulated condition, the real market value is only a few cents above face value. But in uncirculated mint condition, prices can reach several dollars. High-grade certified examples have sold at auction for amounts reaching up to several tens of dollars, depending on grade and eye appeal. Error coins from this year have reached auction values ranging from dozens of dollars to even higher when the error is dramatic and clearly visible. That is why collectors never stop searching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into American coin history, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because the next coin we talk about might already be sitting in your pocket right now. Thanks for watching, stay curious, stay collecting, and I'll see you in the next video. Top 2. We are exploring the Washington quarter dollar from 1995 with the Philadelphia P Mint mark. A coin that passed through millions of hands while a few special pieces quietly became collector treasures. At first glance, it looks ordinary. George Washington's portrait appears strong and familiar, just like it had for decades. But behind this familiar design lies a story of mint pressure, metal flow, and tiny mistakes that can turn an everyday quarter into something truly special. The 1995 P quarter was produced in very large numbers. Because of this, most examples were heavily circulated. Edges became smooth, details faded, and the original shine disappeared. Finding one today with full mint luster and sharp detail is far more difficult than people imagine. Collectors carefully inspect this coin for striking errors. One of the most desirable is the off-center strike, where the design shifts during minting, leaving blank space on the coin. These errors instantly attract attention and increase collector demand. Another exciting discovery is doubled lettering. Some coins show light doubling in the date or in the word Liberty, a result of die movement during striking. Though subtle, these varieties are highly interesting to specialists. Broad strike errors are also known, where the coin spreads wider than normal due to a missing collar. These pieces stand out immediately and are prized for their unusual appearance. Even weak strikes tell a story. During the mid-1990s, coins were produced at high speed, and some details were not fully formed. These imperfect strikes remind collectors how quickly American coinage was being made. Condition remains the most powerful factor. 1995 P quarter that survived without wear, scratches, or dull surfaces becomes surprisingly scarce. High-grade mint state examples are difficult to locate and are often removed quickly from the market by serious collectors. This coin also holds importance because it belongs to the final years before the famous state quarter program began, marking the end of a classic era in American coin history. That is why many collectors today are rechecking old quarters again, because value is not always obvious. Sometimes it hides in shine, detail, and rarity. So before you spend your change, take a moment. Look closely. Rotate the coin under light. History might be sitting quietly in your hand. Now let's talk about real market value. In normal circulated condition, the market value is only slightly above face value. In uncirculated condition, examples can be worth several dollars. High-grade certified coins have reached auction values of several tens of dollars depending on condition. Strong mint error examples have sold at auction for dozens of dollars and sometimes more when the error is clear and dramatic. That is why collectors never stop searching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with fellow coin lovers. Turn on notifications so you never miss the next hidden coin story, because the next valuable coin could already be waiting in your pocket. Top 3. We are talking about the Washington quarter dollar with the Philadelphia P mint mark. A coin that looks ordinary but holds quiet importance in American coin history. When you first look at it, everything feels familiar. The strong portrait of George Washington reflects tradition and trust. This design had served the nation for decades, and by 1996 it was nearing the end of an era. Millions of these quarters were produced, and most went straight into daily use. They traveled through stores, pockets, and cash registers for years. That heavy circulation is exactly what makes well-preserved examples difficult to find today. Collectors know that rarity is not only about mintage numbers. It is about survival. A quarter that kept its original shine, sharp lettering, and clean surface becomes something special. During the fast production of the mid-1990s, mistakes happened. Some coins were struck slightly off-center, leaving blank metal visible on one side. These errors instantly catch attention and are highly collectible. Other pieces show double details in the date or lettering. These small shifts happened when dies moved during striking, creating subtle but valuable varieties that trained eyes love to discover. Broad strike errors are also found, where the coin appears wider than normal because the collar failed during minting. These unusual shapes turn a normal quarter into a conversation piece. Even weak strikes tell their own story. Missing hair details, soft facial features, and incomplete rims reveal the speed and pressure of mint production. Condition remains the strongest factor, and 1996 P quarter in true mint state is far scarcer than most people believe. High-grade coins with full luster are carefully hunted by collectors and quickly disappear when they appear for sale. This coin also belongs to the final period before the famous state quarter program changed American coinage forever. That alone gives it historical meaning. Many people unknowingly spend pieces of history every day, so the next time a quarter lands in your hand, don't rush. Tilt it under the light. Look closely at the date, the letters, the edges. Sometimes treasure doesn't shine loudly, it waits quietly. Now let's talk honestly about value. In circulated condition, the real market value is only slightly above face value. In uncirculated condition, examples can be worth several dollars. High-grade certified coins have sold at auction for amounts reaching several tens of dollars depending on grade and eye appeal. Coins with strong mint errors have achieved auction values ranging from dozens of dollars and sometimes more when the error is clear and dramatic. That is why collectors never stop checking their change. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with fellow coin lovers. Turn on notifications so you never miss the next hidden coin story, because the next valuable coin could already be waiting in your pocket. Top 4. We are exploring the Washington quarter dollar with the Denver D mint mark. A coin that looks ordinary but holds a quiet place in American coin history. When you first see it, everything feels familiar. The proud portrait of George Washington represents strength, leadership, and decades of tradition. By 1997, this classic design was approaching the end of its long journey before American quarters changed forever. Millions of these coins were struck at the Denver Mint and released straight into circulation. They passed through shops, vending machines, and wallets for years. Because of this heavy use, most examples today show wear, dull surfaces, and softened details. That is why collectors focus on what survived at a 1997 D-quarter with sharp details, strong luster, and clean surfaces is far scarcer than people realize. Survival, not mintage, creates real collector interest. During high-speed minting in the late 1990s, mistakes were unavoidable. Some quarters were struck off-center, leaving blank metal visible on one side, an error that instantly increases collector demand. Others show doubled lettering or numbers, especially in the date or the word Liberty. These subtle varieties may look small, but to collectors they represent true discovery. Broad strike errors are also known, where the coin spreads wider because the collar failed during striking. These pieces stand out immediately and are prized for their unusual shape. Some coins show weak strikes, missing hair detail or soft facial features, revealing how fast the mint was operating during this period. Condition remains everything. A true mint state 1997 D-quarter is difficult to locate today. High-grade examples with original shine are carefully hunted and often removed quickly from the market once found. This coin also belongs to the final chapter before the famous state quarter program began in 1999, making it part of the last generation of classic Washington quarters. Many people unknowingly spend history every day, so next time a quarter rests in your hand, don't rush. Examine it closely. Turn it under light. Sometimes value doesn't announce itself, it waits patiently. Now let's speak honestly about real value.in circulated condition. The real market value is only slightly above face value.in uncirculated condition. Examples can reach several dollars. High-grade certified coins have sold at auction for several tens of dollars depending on grade and eye appeal. Strong mint error examples have reached auction values of dozens of dollars and sometimes more when the error is bold and clearly visible. That is why collectors never stop searching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with fellow coin lovers. Turn on notifications so you never miss the next hidden coin story. Because the next valuable coin might already be waiting in your pocket. Top 5. We are exploring the Washington quarter dollar with the Philadelphia P mint mark. A coin struck during one of the most important turning points in American coin history. At first look, everything seems familiar. The strong portrait of George Washington reflects tradition and stability, a design Americans trusted for decades. But by 1998, this classic quarter was reaching the final chapter of its long journey. Millions of these quarters were produced and released directly into circulation. They passed through stores, wallets, and machines for years. Because of this heavy use, most pieces today show wear, scratches, and dull surfaces. That is exactly why collectors look deeper at a 1998 P quarter that still carries bright mint luster, sharp lettering, and clean fields is far harder to find than most people expect. Survival is what creates interest, not just mintage numbers. During the fast minting process of the late 1990s, small mistakes occurred. Some coins were struck off-center, leaving blank metal visible along one side. These errors are instantly noticeable and highly collectible. Others show double details in the date or lettering, created by slight die movement during striking. These subtle varieties are prized by specialists who know exactly what to look for. Broad strike errors are also known, where the coin spreads wider than normal because the collar failed to hold it in place. These unusual shapes turn an everyday quarter into something unforgettable. Some examples even show weak strikes, missing fine detail in Washington's hair or facial features, silent evidence of high-speed mint production. Condition remains everything. A true mint state 1998 P quarter is surprisingly scarce today. High-grade coins with original shine are quickly taken by collectors when they appear. This coin is especially meaningful because it was minted just before the historic state quarter program began. It represents the end of the traditional Washington quarter era, a final breath before American coinage changed forever. Many people unknowingly spend history every single day, so next time a quarter rests in your palm, slow down. Turn it under the light. Examine the letters and edges. Sometimes value doesn't shout, it waits quietly. Now let's speak honestly about real market value.in circulated condition. The real market value is only slightly above face value.in uncirculated condition. Examples can be worth several dollars. High-grade certified coins have sold at auction for several tens of dollars depending on grade and eye appeal. Coins with strong mint errors have achieved auction values ranging from dozens of dollars and sometimes more when the error is clear and dramatic. That is why collectors never stop checking their change. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with fellow coin lovers. Turn on notifications so you never miss the next hidden coin story, because the next valuable coin could already be waiting in your pocket.